Hi, this part will open up the whole idea of the book. This is the organizational layer, part 3 of the book. You know, the cost is already there. You're already paying for it. Before I talk about what organizations should do differently, I need to talk about what they're already paying for, because this isn't a pitch for a new investment. This is an audit of a cost that's already on the books. Gallup's 2025 State of the Global Workplace Report put it plainly. Global employee engagement fell to 21%. The cost of that disengagement, $438 billion in lost productivity. That's in a single year. Let that sink in. But that's just the engagement number. Earlier this year, a team from CUNY's Graduate School of Public Health and Johns Hopkins and Baruch College published a computational study in the American Journal of Preventive Medicine. They modeled what happens financially when employees move through the stages of disengagement into burnout. The numbers are specific. An hourly non-manager going through burnout costs the employer roughly $4,000. A salaried non-manager, about $4,300. And a manager, nearly $11,000. An executive, over $20,000. Run that across a company of 1,000 people. That's $5 million a year. Gone, just gone. Not to turnover, not to bad hires, to people who were there, showing up, trying to perform, but operating in a state that can't deliver what is being asked of them. And nobody's measuring the variable that would make this visible. That's the core of part 3 of the book. The cost is already there. You're already paying for it. And here's where it gets worse. The way modern work is designed is accelerating it. Back-to-back meetings with no recovery, decisions stacked on top of each other, context switching 12 times before lunch, always on communication. And the pace of AI adding more decisions per hour, more information to process, faster cycles. The demand on human cognition is going up. And the brain doing the processing hasn't changed. Remember what the Toronto study found. Pushing hard for a day is fine. Sustaining that push across a week degrades cognitive precision. That grind has a cost. It's measurable. And most organizations are designing their work pattern to maximize exactly the kind of accelerated load that the science says breaks people down. That's not a workload problem. That's a design problem. Part 3 of the book introduces a concept I call demand design. The idea that you can design how demand hits people, not just how much demand exists. Some managers already know this intuitively. I call them the quiet managers. They're in every organization. Their teams somehow perform better, stay longer, and burn out less. And you ask them what they're doing differently, they can't always name it. But what they're doing is managing capacity without a framework, without a language for it. Part 3 of the book gives them that language. And it gives their organization a discipline I call capacity-aligned execution. Not wellness programs, not meditation apps, and not pizza parties. A structural shift in how work is designed, assigned, and sequenced so that it accounts for the actual operating state of the people doing it. Gallup estimates that if organizations reached best practice engagement levels, the global economy would gain $9.6 trillion. That's 9% of global GDP. That's not a wellness opportunity. That's the biggest operational gap most companies have never named. Follow me for part 5. See the playlist for other parts of the book. This is for serious professionals.